rocking like a baby in the car. I put the water in the ocean in the city that I'm from.
What's goody, guys? Welcome back to Wind Down with Books. Happy New Year 2024. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a great New Year Eve. I hope 2023 was okay. I hope if it wasn't, 2024 is better. Hope you guys make 2024 what you want it to be. Of course, keep God first. So, as you guys know, I did not drop a video in December. December was a busy month for me, but we back, baby. Still a little busy, but we back. Today is a book review on two books. And it's two books that I did not like. December, I didn't really read much. I was very, very busy. And the books that I did read, they were not hitting. These were books that were recommended. I read the books and I did not like these books at all. Like, I'm mad I took the recommendation. And it was actually the recommendation from TikTok too. So I must have to stop listening to TikTok. I think you guys gave me recommendations too. Lord of the Flies is still one. I still have to get to that one. And I don't remember the other book off the top of my head. So, of course, if you have a full 5-star read and you know I'm going to like it just based upon what I read for my videos, drop it in the comments. I need some books that's going to hit. But the next book review is going to be All the Lonely People. Now, I'm currently reading this one. I'm almost done. I should be done with it maybe tonight or tomorrow. This is a 5-star read. It's very sad, but it's a 5-star read. So I'm super excited to review this one. It has a lot to talk about. But we are going to talk about Mad Honey and the NigerWife. So this book was all over TikTok, right? All over TikTok, Instagram. It's a must read. It's a 5-star. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? If the majority is saying that it's a must read, I'm going to read it, right? So, you know, I get the book. I'm reading the book. And, yeah, it just wasn't hitting. So, the backstory of the book is basically, there's a main character. What's his name? Asher. So Asher is in his 12th year of high school. He's getting ready to graduate. He's very smart. He's supposed to be going off to school for music. He meets is it Lily? He meets Lily, right? Lily moves into town with her mom. The mom is a single mom, right? They start getting to know each other. They like each other. Asher's black, Lily is white, right? So story goes on. They fall in love. It goes from the present to the past, to the present to the past. It's depicting Asher's life, Lily's life, right? So long story short, Lily ends up dead, and Asher is arrested for her murder, of course, right? So in the book, I'm like, damn, like, you know, did he do it? Did he not do it? From what it seemed like, they tried to make it seem like he did it, but I already knew off rip that he didn't do it, right? So this book was long. It was dragged out. Mad honey basically means like the bad honey that comes from bees, right? This book had a lot of over description of sceneries and bees, and it did not have to be in there too. That's just my opinion. Like, why am I reading 4 or 5 pages of one scene? Like, you could describe that scene in a paragraph or two. Like, it was so dragged out. It was most of the book was just boring. It wasn't like engaging. I had a problem of DNFing books. I'm working on that in 2024, but I just was like, all right, like I always want to find out, did they do it? Because I like suspenseful books. So I'm like, all right, like I'm trying to get past all this drawn out scenes, over explanation. The writer writes about bees. Like, to me, to be honest with you, I don't think the bees had no significance in this book. That's just my opinion. The mother, the bees part comes in because the mother likes Asher's mother. She does like the beehive, the bee farming, etc. So like she goes to different hives, she names them, like Beyonce will do all that. That's where the bees come in. And Asher helps out occasionally. Other than that, I'm just like, yeah, nah. So we went through the entire book. We went through the entire book, right? just for the excitement to be really towards the end, right? So long story short, the excitement, the plot twist was that Asher, a heterosexual male, was deceived. I'm gonna say that he was deceived because he didn't know. He was deceived by Lily. Lily is a transgender female, right? So she had sex with Asher. Didn't tell Asher that she was transgender. And I'm gonna just stop right there, right? Again, this is my opinion. At the end of the day, someone who is transgender, they do not have to disclose themselves to anyone, especially if you like dating woo-de-woo off rip. But I feel like the disclosure should come into play when you dating this person and it's getting serious and you're about to get physical with the person, then the person should know. Like, you should disclose that. But you don't automatically have to go into a room and every person you meet, you disclose, like, you're transgender. I don't think you have to do it because at the end of the day, that's nobody's business. But if you're going to be in an intimate physical relationship with someone and you intend to have intercourse, you need to tell that person. That's just how I feel. I think that's where when people do that, that's deceiving. And because you have to give the person the choice to say they okay with it or they're not okay with it. You just don't deceive somebody like that and then you tell them after. That's what Lily did, right? So, and in the book it says individuals who are transgender, they don't get killed because they lied. They get killed because somebody found out. I'm 50-50 on that. We could dig more into that another time if y'all want to. But that's just how I feel when it comes to an individual who identifies as transgender, with a male or female, and the disclosure when it comes to being intimate with another person. Like, if you go to the physical part, you need to disclose. But other than that, you don't need to disclose nothing because that's not nobody's business. You don't have to walk into a room and be like, oh, announce that you're transgender. Unless that's what you want to do, then by all means. But if you're getting serious with somebody, yes. So that's the only part in the book that I did not agree with what Lily did, right? So anyways, so in court, Asher finds out, in court it's exposed that Lily is transgender. Now, Asher already knew prior because Lily had ended up telling him because he felt, Lily ends up telling Asher because she felt guilty that she did not disclose that information to Asher. But it's not like she didn't want to throughout the book. I shouldn't mention that. It's just that, she was scared because she fell in love with Asher. She had a history of, where she loved another dude, a boy at that, and then she told the dude, and the dude, like, she was exposed and she was abused physically. So I understand why she didn't come out and tell Asher, because, that's not something easy to tell someone, especially because you are a teenager. And yes, you're 18 when an adult, but you're still a child, right? So that traumatic experience that she went through her past, she didn't want to go through with Asher. And Asher had glimpses of, like, not glimpses, but he'll have, like, little anger, what's the word I'm looking for? Episodes, right? So I can understand why she was hesitant to tell Asher. Again, in the beginning, she did not have to tell Asher nothing, but once she went the physical route, she did. She should have told Asher, right? So Asher, once Lily, told him, he was upset at first. He didn't know how to process it, but he accepted Lily for who she was, who she is, because she really loved him. And I was like, shout out to Asher. Like, really shout out to Asher, especially being a young man in the society that we live in. Shout out to you. Like, love really does win in certain circumstances, right? So that was brought up in court. But that was the ultimate plot twist that was used against Asher. Oh my gosh, like, Asher fell in love with Lily, but Lily was transgender. I'm like, that's the hoorah moment. I'm like, what? That's it? He was not. He was found innocent. He had a jealous ass best friend who killed Lily, right? But I'm just like, we really went through, how many pages is this book? I'll tell you right now. We went through 432 pages for the excitement to be in about the last maybe 3 chapters or something like that. I was mad as hell. Because the book was boring as hell. Boring, dragged out. the plot twist wasn't really plotting like that, because I'm like, all right, you hit us with the plot twist like that, but then after that, it just, you know, it went on to describe like what happened with the best friend, why she killed Lily. And I kind of knew something was off with the best friend. I'm like, ain't no way, something was a little off how she was acting, right? But yeah, she ends up killing Lily because she was jealous that of Asher and Lily's relationship, and she didn't think that Lily deserved to be with Asher because Lily kept hurting Asher, right? And I'm just like, little kids drama with the But the best friend was messed up because she was finna let Asher go to jail, and I was like, oh nah, like, but it just, and then she got away with murder after confessing. So I'm like, that really made me mad. That really did it after that. I really don't like the book. But I'm like, of course, she's white. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Like, it was just crazy. Like, Ash was the only black person on the stand. Anyway, so yes, the book was just, it wasn't 5 stars. It wasn't 4 stars. I ultimately I give books 2.5, 3 stars now, because the author did take their time to write the book. So, you know, you can't diminish what an author do and how long the writing process. But other than that, like, this book was not given the lies of this being a 5-star read. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. It was not a 5-star read. I guess it's a 5-star read for any individuals who like over descriptive scenes, who like slow burns, who like drawn out unnecessary scenes being incorporated in the book. Then yes, this is the book for you. It's not the book for me. I did the writing style to me is a little dull. It's not really, I don't know, I don't want to say like the writing style kept me engaged. What kept me engaged, because I just wanted to find out if he did it or not, or who killed Lily. I think that's what kept me engaged, because I just needed to find out. But the author itself, the writing, the book itself didn't really keep me engaged. I just, you know, if my opinion, I should have been DNF the book, like, to be honest with you, but I didn't. So yeah, that's why I didn't like the book. Again, we could circle back to the topic of what we was talking about, disclosure. If y'all want to, just drop it in the comments. But yeah, that's why I didn't like Mad Honey. Next, the NigerWife. Now, this one, I was highly disappointed in this read. I'm telling you, I was so excited to read this book. And the disappointment that I felt, I wanted to fling the book. Like, why would you, come on, why would you waste my time like that? Another one that I should have DNF from the start. Backstory. So, I don't ever remember the character's name, so hold on. Okay, so Nicole is from England, right? But her family culture is from Jamaica, right? So I think she's what, the first generation Jamaican, right? So her mother died, and she was raised by her aunts, right? West Indian family, very dysfunctional, whoop-de-whoop. Nicole ends up falling in love with a Nigerian man. She's trying to escape her life, so she ends up, you know, moving to Nigeria with her man, who comes from a wealthy family. You know, she leaves her family, picks up everything and go. First of all, I'm not moving nowhere with no man. With no family, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, I'm not moving to your country, sir. Absolutely not. I don't care how much I love you. Absolutely not. I'm not moving to your country, sir. We're going to have to pick a mutual location to relocate to. It won't be my country. It won't be your country. It's going to be a country that we choose together. Yes, I understand that his family business was wealthy over there, but they did work with customs too. So we can go to another country that did work. But I just feel like if I'm choosing to move to another person's country that I'm involved with, like, for some reason, you just have the upper hand on me. And that may be a bad way of thinking a little bit, because it may end up being the blessing that you need. But I guess it also depends on the person that you are with. But my choice is that we would relocate, but we're going to relocate to a mutual location, or I'm just taking some of my people with me. You feel me? She went over there all alone, and it's just his people. She's in a new country. She doesn't have no support. His family is just horrible, in my opinion, horrible. And yeah, she's tripping. So I wasn't doing that. Anyways, and as soon as they get to his country, he switch up on her. He's acting like a brand new man, like he's the boss. But in America, not America, in England, he was all nice, and he was a different breed, and him being back home brought out the worst in him, and he was not that person. And if I was Nicole, first of all, I get why she couldn't leave. They end up having 2 kids. And he threatened, like, you could go, but my kids could stay. So that's really why she ends up staying longer, because he's threatening her to keep the kids. And, you know, the Nigerian government is different. And because his family has pulled and very wealthy, she wouldn't be able to leave the country with them because it would be kidnapping. So I get it. Like, it's a thin line. But again, like I said, I wasn't going nowhere. Especially once he started acting up from jump. We out. All right. Boom. My kids are, I think one of the kids was born in England. No, they were citizens, right? Yeah, both of them were citizens of England. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And she could have went back. I wouldn't say I'm going back to visit my family, but because her and her family had a falling out, that would have seemed weird because she don't talk to her family, especially her aunt, whatever, right? Anyway, long story short, Nicole goes on a boat. And she goes missing. She never returns home, right? So her aunt, you know, the husband calls home with the news like, oh, Nicole is missing. She went on a boat with friends. She never returned. So the aunt is like, you know, she's there by herself. Yeah, we haven't talked in a while, but I'm going over to Nigeria to figure out. So the husband pays for the aunt to come to Nigeria. His family moving funny. Nobody's gonna tell no information. Again, like it goes from present to past about Nicole's life and what Nicole was like and what she went through and all that, right? And about the aunt and the family with the woo. Again, I'm thinking like of course we visit the past and we have to understand the past with the present, right? But in my opinion, like to be honest with you, the past had nothing to do with what happened to Nicole. Like, we went through all of that in this book. Dragged out scenes. I'm reading like, okay, the past really have something to do with Nicole going missing. It did not. Okay? It did not. We went through, how much pages this book have? Because now I'm upset again. 303 pages. I went through about 200 and, I want to say 90. I may be dragging a little bit, but 290 pages just to find out Nicole was killed for a dumbass reason that she could not control. Okay? I thought the husband did it. I thought the husband mother did it. I thought Nicole was having an affair. So I thought her what you call the man and when you have an affair? Her little side dude thought he did it. I thought she must have killed herself. I thought all of that because the way the book was making it seem. I'm like, hold on. That's not what happened. Let me tell you how Nicole died. Let me tell you how Nicole died, right? Again, we find this out 290, right? So Nicole was having an affair. Boom, right? She was having an affair with a man. I forgot his name. What was his name? Don't even remember his name. Right? We're just going to call him N. She was having an affair with N, and in order to keep the affair at bay, she had a taxi driver, right? So, I think his name was Bailil, something like that. We're going to call the taxi driver Bailil. Bailil had a brother. In order to keep Bailil at bay and on board with the affair, because, of course, she followed Nicole's around, Nicole had her side dude give Bailil's brother a job because he needed a job. Woo-de-woo. There was a storm that happened. The brother was in the storm. Woo-de-woo. He went back to save a couple people. He ends up drowning. Bailil blames Nicole for his brother dying because Nicole is the one that suggested he get a job, right? But Bailil was grateful to recommend the job to his brother because he needed a job. How the hell was Nicole supposed to control a goddamn storm, huh? So now Bailil's blaming everybody but his damn brother because the brother could have survived, but you want to go back for people. I would have went back for the people, but I'm just saying that was his choice to go back. He didn't have to go back. Nicole wasn't even there. She wasn't there. So one day, Nicole did come back from the boat ride, right? They was on shore. She got into an argument with her best friend at the time. She ended up making friends with a female. I don't want to say they were best friends, but close friends. Bailil was there, came to meet her, and he pushed her into the waters. And she got swept, right? But Nicole didn't die. But I'm gonna say that everybody assumed Nicole died because the waters that she got swept into was dangerous waters, like it would swallow you whole, right? But yeah, so by Lil pushed Nicole because his brother died for going back to save people. That was his choice. Don't you, dumb as hell. It had nothing to do with her family. It had nothing to do with her husband's family. We went through this whole damn book, going back and forth. I'm trying to put pieces together like, yeah, wooty woo. Everything was a waste of my goddamn time. I'm sorry, this book made me bad. The author made me bad. Nicole didn't die. Surprisingly, Nicole was rescued by some village people, but she has memory loss, so she doesn't know who she is, right? But nobody knows that because that's how the book ends. And like, I was like, what did I just read? Like, this book was a waste of time. There was no suspense. Mary, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. Kubica said it was lust, poignant, and gripping with a killer ending to boot. There was no killer ending. There was no suspense. It was dragged out. It should have been DNF, and the ending, just the twist that they was talking about made no sense. Made no sense. That's why she got pushed. That's why they assumed that she was dead, because of Lil's brother mistake. Get on my face with that. Waste of my time. I'm telling you, these two books, waste of my time. Waste of my time. The recommendations, the hype all over Instagram and TikTok, and I will never read another book recommended by TikTok and Instagram, except Kennedy Rhyme, because her new book is due to come out in March. But other than that, I'll read the books that you guys recommend, of course, because I want you guys input, woo-de-woo. But as far as me going on TikTok and seeing books that's being hyped up in Instagram, I'm not reading it. I'm not doing it. Not 2024. And 2024 is the year of DNF and books. You're not about to keep wasting my time, my money. This book, how much did I pay for this book? I think this book was a gift. This one too. So the people that bought the gift wasted their money. I don't like wasting my money on books. Imagine them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, don't read these. I'm not going to say that. That's disrespectful. I'm not going to tell you guys not to read these books. But I will highly suggest that if you do have these books in your library, do not rush to read them. I stand firm on books that I just do not like. Like, yes, the author definitely takes time to write the books, and of course that's why I'm gonna give him a 3-star. But at the same time, you gotta make it make sense. Like come on, make it make sense. That did not make sense. I could think of like 4 different ways how I could have switched up the ending, switched up the thriller part in it to make it pop, to make it like this is what happened to Nicole that I as a reader would want to read. But nah, it didn't happen like that. I just felt like, 2023, only a couple books that I've read hit. I kept telling y'all that I couldn't do reviews because I'm reading books and the books is not worth reviewing. And that's how I stand on it. And, I want to give you guys content, but I'm not going to be putting out content for books that I'm reviewing that I don't want you guys to read. Like, of course, I'm going to be honest. I can't make a video about every book that I like. I mean, I can, but I won't. I'm going to do reviews of books I don't like, but that's not what my channel is about. Like, I want to come on here. I want to review books that I know that you guys are going to read, so you can come back and let me know if y'all liked it or not. Ooh. At this point, I'm finna go back to Zane, K1, them hood books a little bit, because I know that's what y'all can be into, like, intriguing. Like, I know they're gonna pop, but like at the end of the day, we are a versatile readers here. We review everything. But yeah, so hopefully 2024 is a better reading year for me. I didn't even reach my reading goal. I didn't. I did not reach my reading goal. That's sad. 2022, I read 150 books. I barely made it to 50. I think I was at like 47, 48. I didn't even hit my reading goal. I don't even have a reading goal for 2024 because I just know some of these books about to be disappointing. But anyways, like I said, 2024 is starting off good. This is a 5-star read, but it's extremely, extremely sad. This is the next review. I should finish with this book again, probably tonight or tomorrow, but you guys will have another review soon. And I appreciate you guys supporting my videos and asking where I'm at. I'm back, baby. I'm here. And I hope 2024 is good. And your girl is out.